Hey Barry, morning. Safe travels today. You talk about change of scenery a lot and the benefits of it, during normal times, just getting out on the road for a road trip. How can this be beneficial, switching bubbles after 6 weeks, or is it going to be a little bit jarring to be in a new
Um,
environment?
I'm going to go with the positive on that one. I think when we started this, we said let's play one series at a time, and let's see if we can get to Edmonton, and then we worry about things when we get to Edmonton. So I think it'll be beneficial. I mean, just obviously the travel. This will be a long travel day for us, um, and a quick turnaround. Obviously, playing last night and the emotions and all that, because you usually have a little emotional crash the next day, and then you gotta sort of regroup, and then we're gonna get at it tomorrow. So it's a quick turnaround. So we'll worry about the moment, and the moment is we're gonna get on a plane in a few minutes.
Go to Molly Walker.
Hi, Barry. You've talked a lot about the parity in this tournament and how close the competition has been, but you've said it yourself. Yesterday was kind of the first adversity you guys have faced this postseason. Are you expecting this upcoming series and the Lightning in general to be by far the biggest challenge you guys have faced yet?
Well, I think as we've gone along, the challenges have got greater. That's just because the teams are dialed in better, whatever terms you want to use. They're good teams. So the adversity becomes a little bit larger. Um, but by going through adversity, it doesn't seem as large. It just keeps moving up in increments. And this is it'll be a real good test. The Lightning been they've been off for a little bit. They're fresh. They've been waiting for our series to end. They left. They went to Edmonton yesterday. They probably practiced. They're probably in. The time change that we're going to have, all that. That's what we're going to deal with today. They probably had meetings, today on us. If not, maybe they had it yesterday. I don't know, but they're a little bit ahead of us because they've been watching and scouting. And we've been trying to do the same thing, but we've been trying to focus on the moment lately. As was the Philadelphia Flyers, and now that moment's gone, and our focus will be Tampa now.
We'll go to Brian Compton.
Barry, this is quite the 180 from last year when you had to wait a week and a half to play Carolina. Can this be beneficial? Can you run on adrenaline and find a way to win a hockey game tomorrow night?
Well, I think I think that's part of the thing that we'll have to dig in. This team has been accepted everything that's been thrown at us, from scheduling to when we play to all that stuff. So this is just this is the new normal, and we'll deal with it, and hopefully we'll have a good game tomorrow. That's all we can ask. I know our guys are they give you everything every night in and night out. So we'll see tomorrow night what we probably a better question to be answered after the game than before the game.
Go to Arthur Staple.
Barry, as you've kind of gone along here and now had this latest accomplishment, have you noted how much, I guess, easier it is to keep the emotions of the whole staff and the players in check? You're not with families, you're not with fans telling you how important this is to them. Is it, you obviously want that support, but has it been a little bit easier from a coaching standpoint to keep everybody's emotions from riding a roller coaster?
Well, I think in the bubble, I don't think you can get sidetracked as easy as some of the stuff that happens when you're not in the bubble. But I think at the same time, I said it is a little bit of a grind being in the bubble, just more mentally. But we got really good support of the families, and thank God for Zoom and FaceTime and technology these days, because that makes it a lot easier. And I look at it, and I always look at what we're doing, and it's we're playing a game in a bubble for entertainment, and the guys are competitive, but there's real warriors out there, our service people who don't see their families for months, and they don't have the constant contact and all that. So I'm learning a new appreciation of a lot of different things with this with hockey. I had to even from the referee standpoint, when we were scrimmaging, as a referee, I got run over, I got trying to avoid pucks and people and all that. And I have a total new perspective for the people who work our games. And now being in a bubble, I have a sort of a different perspective on the military personnel that are overseas and all that don't see their family and serving our country. So I'm learning different things through the bubble, and they're not necessarily hockey related.
We'll go to Terry Jones.
Yeah, if you take a look at the four coaches that are left in this thing, man, you guys have all got a ton of experience. Do you think that that has played a part in these teams getting here? And Rick Boness was laughing in Edmonton yesterday about, he said, during these playoffs, he'd looked at the Calgary lineup and realized that was pretty much the only team that didn't have a player he coached once before. So can you kind of chew on all that sort of stuff?
Well, I'm really happy for Bones. He's been in the game a long time. He's one of those really good people in the game that you cross paths with, and obviously I've crossed paths with Bones and with a lot of different teams, and he's always first class. And I was happy for him. You could see the emotion that he had on the bench, the other night with the win and his staff. So I think there's a lot of experience in all the benches. It doesn't hurt, that's for sure, because a lot of the gentlemen involved have been through a lot, and hopefully they can relate that to their players. But I think at the same time, they're all the people that are really hockey people. They're just, they started out at young ages coaching and love doing it and have had success doing it. So for all the other coaches I know that are involved, there's a wealth of experience, and the experience does help them along the way for the players and for the teams.
Go to Neil Best.
Along those same lines, so what you've been coaching against Cooper for a while now. What are your impressions of the job he's done with that franchise, and also just kind of the style that he likes to play?
Well, I think Coop's won at every level, and he's done a great job in Tampa with the team that he has. They play upbeat, they're high skilled. They've added different pieces the last couple of years, so. I think with Coop, he's a really good hockey mind, and he coaches, the team that he's given, and that's what I think all the coaches that are involved try to do. You try to coach the team that you're given, and using their assets to their advantage. And I think Coop's done a really good job of that. And we know each other. Obviously in the bubble we got to know each other even more. So. He's great, and a couple of his staff members I work with in the past. So there's always a connection in this hockey world.
Our last question for the coach will be Chris King.
Hi, Barry. Last night, Thomas Greiss said that was the best defensive game the Islanders have ever played in front of him in the 5 years he's been here. Can you talk about, what you saw defensively from your club to hold Philly to, single-digit shots in every period?
Well, I like the fact that we were committed on a full 200-foot rink. There wasn't any cheat. We were getting on the right side of the shoulders. We were getting above. We were making good puck decisions. And when it did break down, with good play from the opposition, we sold out and blocked shots or were firm on people to take away their opportunities. And it was a solid effort by all, but you don't have a great team effort without good goaltending. And Thomas I thought was really sharp. Got a little bit nervous right off the first shift when he handled the puck and they knocked it on the outside of the post. And after that, I think he just settled in and it was really, really solid. He made some timely saves for us when needed, and I thought we were good in front of him as well. So. Limited a little bit the opportunities for Philly to get back in the game.